Okay. I think we're good to go. Checking a few things, making sure everything's okay. You guys can hear me well. I am here finally. Hi security. Welcome. Hello everyone. King Ananas, what's up? And Andrew, if you're still around, it's lovely to hear that you like my content. And hi. Right. So everything seems fine. You guys can hear me fine. Tell me if, because it's starting to get a little hot here. So I got the fan on. I'm trying to angle it so that it hits me, but not the microphone. So if you guys can hear like a bit of fan rumbling in the background, just please let me know. And I'll see if I can figure out a better way of positioning that at some point. Other than that, music's going. And yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay to go. It's still a bit too hot. Could you turn the fan up, please? What's up, citizen? That's also a new name. Hi, welcome. Welcome to all of these bunch of new names. Yeah, I wish I could do that. I wish I could just cool everyone down. Let's have a cool, chill stream and see if that helps. Right? All right. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any particular technical issues today, so that makes me happy, because there has been quite a few lately. Every stream seems to be... Hey, Emilio, what's up? Every stream seems like it had some kind of technical difficulty, and yeah, it just wasn't fun, right? It wasn't fun. But we're back now. All right, let's go over to the game. Let's make sure that this thing is actually... Wait. Pretzel is double playing. Ah, there we go. Okay, the music was doubled up. Stranik, hi! Another new name. Goodness me. Yeah, the music was playing double. That should be better now. Listening to some chill synthwave for today. Pretzel's got this new thing, because I still don't have like a Pretzel membership. I'm just kind of using the free music. Because I'm a broke boy. But anyway, Pretzel had to bump up its subscription a little bit, because things are expensive. And so now it's also a case of they had a bunch of free music on like free stations and stuff that was always being played, and the artists there just weren't really making any money from those songs, which is fair. So they've started to like rotate the radio station. So now it's less a case of what I want to listen to and what is available, until I can eventually afford a nice subscription. But alas, we are gonna head in here and see what we're gonna be doing today. By the way, for anyone who has been watching Random Craft, this is the machine. This is the stat poker that we were playing the other day, right? More or less, very nice and slick design. It's been so long since I've watched one of your streams. All right, well, I'm glad that you finally made it to this one. This is the old machine. Right, we'll get around to the building in a second. This is the old machine. This is the one that I found on a tutorial somewhere on YouTube a long time ago. That was like a recreation of the one that Etho did on Hermitcraft. But I always felt like it was, you know, far too over-engineered and clanky, and so I got my buddy Rexstone, who's the gambling machine master, in. And yeah, he definitely made it a lot more compact, right? So it's a pretty easy machine to build. If you want to like pause it and just look at that side, right? And then you can also just pause it and look at that side. And that's about as easy as it is to build, right? Then you just fill up this whole thing with all of the stat cards and whatnots. You gotta make sure that this one has some spaces for this to flow through. So when you're putting the card in there, that it can flow through nicely. But other than that, this is infinitely expandable, so you could just keep placing more of these and more of these on top and just make it as long as you want for however many cards you want to put in there. But yeah, this is the machine. Anyway, so now that we got that out of the way, let's head over to the side where we do the vehicles. Because obviously you guys could see from the title and the thumbnail, because I had the Militech truck in the thumbnail, we're going to be doing some military stuff. This is one that has been requested many times since I started making tutorials and stuff like that. 1 second, something is not right here with my things. This is something that has been requested many times since I started making tutorials, and I've just never really gotten around to doing it. So now I finally kind of feel ready to do it. Now, I have a few reference pictures that we can work off of. Let me actually see if I can pull up some of these reference pics for you guys real quick. So we have this one, which, oops, that's, no, can I actually touch the reference pic? Thank you. All right, so we have this. No, I have to. How do I, why is this not doing what it's supposed to be doing? There we go. Put it like that. Okay. So that's one of the reference pics that we're working on. Hey, Yellow, what's up? Yeah, working and lurking. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So this is going to be the first reference pic that I want to try and work off of, right? But other than that, we also have. Let me see. Is it? No, it's not those ones. No. Wait. Where are the other ones? Dagnabbit. All right. So we also have the Basilisk from Cyberpunk. Right? That's a really cool looking tank that I think we can definitely work on. This also not complete. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this tank is definitely one that I would want to try and make. I don't know how many we're going to be able. Probably just going to be able to do the first one that I showed you guys on stream, but that's another one that I want to do. I just don't want to do the Cyberpunk 2077 one first, because I don't build Cyberpunk. A lot of people always ask me, do you just build Cyberpunk from like Cyberpunk 2077? It's like, no, I build the actual genre, the literary sci-fi subgenre. Right? Yes, Blade Runner is a very good movie, and I've been meaning to rewatch 2049. Hi, Ryan. I recently rewatched the original with like the director cut or whatever, and it was really good. It was nice to see that again. But I haven't gotten around to rewatching 2049 yet. So that's definitely still very high up on my list. Then the other pick that I have. Let me just close this one again, because apparently it doesn't want to switch through them the way it's supposed to switch through them. The last one that I have is also from Cyberpunk 2077, and that is this one from the it's the Militech Manticore, right? I remember someone on my Discord actually made one like this. I can't remember who. I have to go back into Showcase and actually have a look at it, right? You guys can see a bunch of the stuff that I've saved. That was the one that I used for the metro station, for anyone who was wondering. That one was the major inspiration for the metro station. Unfortunately, without the guards and everything, because that would really help. But we're gonna stick with this one, so I am gonna just hide that, and I'm gonna keep this up on the screen for me so I can have a look at it, and then we're gonna get started on this bad boy. All right, so first things first, I do think have you heard of Pure Ref? I don't know. Hey Zafin, what's up? What is Pure Ref? I don't know what that is. Explain yourself, Ryan. Okay, so we're just gonna go over here and go replace with gray glass. Probably gonna need this whole... Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Right, we're gonna need that whole section there. I'm good. Finally was able to catch a stream. Nice, 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 nice. I'm glad to have you here. Whoa, we got a whole 10 people watching already at this point. Okay, well, the pressure is on now. So, first thing I want to do is I think the best way to try and go about this thing is to say that we want you could put all your reference on a program and you can label the stuff and it's really useful. All right, well, drop me a link in the Discord for that, and I'll have a look after the stream. I'm always curious to see programs and stuff like that, and I am busy working on like a whole program database of different useful things. So if that one is useful, then I will add it to my little database and have a look at it. So yeah, that's cool. That sounds kind of helpful. Yeah, it does. All right, so we want about... I'm looking at the scoop in the middle that we had there, right? Actually, can I not just... You know what? I think I'm going to leave the reference pic on. I'm going to leave it on, but then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah, that's not too intrusive for you guys, right? It's okay if I leave that there. Then you guys can actually see what I'm talking about, even if it is just tiny. Actually, I can make that a little bit smaller like that, right? Maybe even make it a little bit bigger, so we can have it like that, right? Put it there. Okay. And also, I could probably... No, I'm gonna be tabbing in and out the whole time. So I'm not going to. There's that little black bar at the bottom. That's just because I got Minecraft in windowed mode. But I'm gonna be tabbing in and out, so I'm not gonna do that. All right, we'll leave it there. And hey, IB Pan CD, my dude, welcome. Not obtrusive. Looks good there, I'd say. All right, cool. Now I can actually, I mean, I can go off of that picture. It's tiny for me, but I can work with it. So the scoop in the middle there, right? That has the like 2 prongs that come out. If we go and make that thing about 3, right? This thing's gonna be a little bit bigger to that player scale. That guy standing in front of the tank, but it's a tank. So why not go just a little bit bigger on this one, right? So if we do that, then that's going to mean that we'll have gaps, but then we'll do the wheels there, right? So what I was thinking for the wheels, you put it in general. Okay, cool. Thanks, Ryan. I also want the top of the tank to actually be pointing sideways. Just because, I don't know, it's nice to have something that isn't just facing forward. But maybe when we get to that unit, we'll make it something that is easily just rotatable. So you could build it straight on, you could build it sideways, however you want it, right? Go big or go home, isn't that what people say? Yeah, exactly. Right, so the first thing that I think we're going to go and do... Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to make the wheels too wide. Because why not? Right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the wheels, because that is usually the easiest place to start on a car or vehicle or anything like that. And I'm going to go with some Blackstone. So we'll go Blackstone. And then maybe some of... No, wait. Not exactly that. Let's actually go with some deep slate wool in the center, just to offset the color a little bit. Hey Plots, what's up, dude? All right, so let's start by making the wheels, and let's just do the one side for now. Okay, so I think again we're going to go big, right? We're gonna go big on the wheels. Do it like this, nice big old tanky boy, right? Do that. See, that's already a head taller or a meter taller than what the wheels are technically supposed to be. But the problem with doing these wheels just like this would be that you wouldn't be able to really do that like center indent, and I really like that, so I'm just gonna go bigger on it, right? So we can do that. Actually, the backside here, maybe we do with the full deep slate block, like this one. Okay, so like that. This whole thing is probably gonna have to go a little bit back anyway. If you're new here, welcome! Yay, welcome. Nightbot says hi, everyone. Right, so then what we have is we're gonna have at least one air gap between the wheels. But now on the front one, there's also about a wheel gap, so that's another 3 blocks and then 1, and then we're gonna do another one there, right? I think that is gonna end up looking dang spiffy, if I have to say so myself, right? So if we do this one like that, nope, and that, and like so, okay. Oh, for anyone who was... Oh, wait, what? I can never get vehicles right, so I hope to learn here. If you really want to learn, I mean, you'll probably learn a little bit here, I guess. Hey, Mr. Skedaddle. That's also a new name. All right. Man, there's so many new people here today. Or at least people who have never chatted, which is also fine. Lurking is very acceptable. If you might learn something here today, I don't know. I can't guarantee that. Don't put that pressure on me. But if you want to learn a little bit about vehicles, one of the good places to see that would be the live streams that Jack and I did together when we were doing all of these other Cyberpunk vehicles, right? This one, that one, that one, that one. We did a bunch of these on stream, and we were talking about all sorts of stuff. We weren't always agreeing on things, so you'll get like two points of view on a lot of these sorts of things. Yeah, that's the guy, Captain Jack. Him and I were doing these streams together, and I mean, if you watch my content regularly, you'll hear me talk about him constantly, right? So, yeah, him and I built those ones, and it that one is kind of useful to watch. Usually, when people ask me about vehicles, I kind of point them in that direction, because there's just so much to talk about when it comes to vehicles, right? They are tricky, and the thing that makes them really tricky is the fact that to get it to the right scale, and make it look like what it's supposed to look like, you're usually going to come very close to copying people, which is why I don't even feel bad for copying Jack. Like, I'll just take one of his builds and then because this one I think he built like 3 years ago or something. Half of these blocks weren't even in the palette yet, so I just usually take some of his stuff and then update it, and I'll show it to him usually before a video, and he's like, yeah, that's cool, okay, cool, and then I'll put it in the video. Why not? Because a lot of the times the best version of a vehicle has probably already been built. Now, I know a lot of people like the challenge of doing it themselves, and that's absolutely fine. If that's what you want to do, go for it, right? But a lot of yeah, like I said, a lot of the things that we want to build have usually already been built, and probably better than even what I would definitely be able to do. But it's always a good way to practice and really look at the builds and understand what it is that you're changing and why you're changing it to suit your purposes, and from that you kind of learn how these builds are supposed to look. You see the little techniques that people use to actually achieve certain, elements and stuff like that. Like Jack, he loves using black wool or like nether bricks for his wheels and stuff. Just because he used to when he started building cars and vehicles and things, that was what was the best looking tires at the time. There really wasn't any good looking tires. For me, I like when my tires are made out of coal, because it looks a little bit more rubbery, right? And if I want to go big and I need like stairs because there aren't any coal stairs, then I usually just go for Blackstone because it looks a lot more rubbery, right? So that's the first thing you can probably learn here today. Do you have a big map Cyberpunk city with all these things you have built? I don't have a Cyberpunk... Well, I kind of have a Cyberpunk city. There's two. I'll quickly show you. Just while we're here, I can just shill my world downloads for a second. We need more stairs in the game, to be honest. We kind of do, yeah. Builders need to help each other. That is also true. But it is also a case of don't steal, you know. Talk, collaborate with people. So I have this world, Ryan. It's weird that you don't know this because you've been in the community for a long time, right? We have this one, right, that has all of the individual elements. So once we're done building all of the military stuff, I'll probably pop it into a section here. And then we also have this world that has all of my Atlantia Cyberpunk builds in it, and a bunch of the stuff. From time to time when I'm bored, I'll come in here and paste in some of the things to just add it to this world, but it's never meant to be a full completed city. It's kind of just a mock-up of what a city could be. Like last time we were busy with this, and I got bored of it and decided not to do that on stream anymore. But yeah, this is kind of a thing. But like I said multiple times in that last stream, this was never meant to be a proper city. So it isn't laid out the way that I would. You wouldn't have like a wood factory here and then the hospital there. No matter how crazy a cyberpunk city is, you probably won't have that, right? And you definitely wouldn't have like one of the most important buildings in the city here in the middle of nowhere, like right next to the port entrance or something. Like it just wouldn't work that way, right? But I am planning, and I've said this now for months, and I really do want to get around to it as quick as possible. But I am going to get around to doing an actual cyberpunk city at some point, and we're going to take it step by step, right? First episode is going to be me laying out the city emblems and the the structure of the city and what we're planning with the city and the city motto and the lore behind the city. And then in the next one, we're going to be working on designing some of the, or like planning out some of the districts and everything. And we're going to just go all in. Every episode is going to be like a creative let's build series, right? I'm just going to do it all in creative, but each episode is going to be like a standalone tutorial talking about what it is we're planning in that episode. So if I'm busy doing a police station for an episode, then I will go in depth in about police and like the I don't know, the law structure of the city and why we have over-militarized police in cyberpunk settings and all of that sort of details, right? But sorry, I'm talking a lot. Hydrate, kids. Good for you. Once we get around to that, it's a lot of planning to get to the point where I am ready to start that series. One of the things that I need to do is I need to finish setting up the server that I work on. Because it's going to happen on the server because there are just certain plugins like For and Voxel Sniper, GoBrush, GoPaint, all of that sort of stuff that is going to be essential for putting out that content at a good pace. Most of the time, or pretty much everything there is like, going to be survival friendly as I do. I don't like messing around with that sort of stuff. I like keeping it survival friendly for you folks, but it is going to, it's going to take a little bit of time, and I'm going to need those plugins to be able to work faster, get the content out faster. Yeah, it does sound epic. Looking forward to that. Yes, can't wait. Have you ever used Blender? I did a little bit, very, very little bit. If you go back to the start of my Atlantia series, you will see in like the intro that I used to have where the Sir Derpol popped up on the screen, dunk, 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 and then Atlantia like fell down and hit Sir Derpol off of the wall and it fell down. That was done in Blender, but that is as much as I've ever done in Blender. That program is a little bit above my pay grade. When I want to do stuff like that, if I want to render my builds, I usually just use Chunky. And if I want to do like the player rigs and stuff for thumbnails, then I use Minimator. The Random Craft teaser trailer animation that Enigma and a bunch of the other randoms made was done with Minimator as well. Blender is powerful, but it's hard to master. I can't do it either. Oh, Voxel is godsend. Yeah, I've never actually used it, so it is a tricky one for me to understand. But anyway, let's... actually, I do need to see this picture a little bit more up close. Alright, so we kind of got some... I think these things look a little too bulky for, like, the center bit. What we're gonna need is maybe... Because this thing needs to look like it's got some really easy to turn front wheels at least, right? Because basically what this thing is, it's an urban tank, right? It doesn't have tracks because this thing is meant to only be deployed in cities and stuff like that. So it doesn't need to move with tracks. And the other one, the what was it called? The other one that I showed you guys at the start, that one I think is a hover tank. That one doesn't even have wheels at all, or tracks. But for the front wheels, so the back ones, I think we can maybe go with some anvils, actually. Okay, let's put some anvils in here. Although, it might also be useful to have the anvils, like, at that level. And that's doable, even without string. That is doable. You see, so this thing kind of just, yeah, it kind of just has a thing like, I think that one of the best ways to do this would be a slab, honestly. Just having a slab there. Just so it looks like it can really pivot pretty freaking quickly, right? Maybe we have that. That kind of looks right. Right? But then the back wheels don't need to pivot so much, and I can't really see them. But they probably also have similar, like, shock absorber-y sort of stuff going on. Actually, would it look better if I did it like that? Probably would, right? We can even do that. No, that goes up a little bit too high at that point, right? I think we keep it down there. Tapsy, hi! Another new name. What's up? So many new people today. And it's lovely to see. Oh, by the way, Yellow, I know you're lurking and working, but if you can hear me, thanks for the stream deck, dude. It's fabulous to have it. I can now pause my music, I can mute my music, and skip my music, I can record clips, I can record episodes, I can check my internet speed easy. I have like a clock on there. I can mute my Discord, all that sort of stuff. And I also have a soundboard. Now tell me if you guys can actually hear this, because I'm not sure if I actually set the soundboard up right. Did you hear the buzzer? What's your second favorite game? You heard it. Nice. Okay. It's still not quite right because hey, Acid's here. Well, hey, everyone. Okay. Heard it. Yeah. Okay. Second favorite game is. Ooh, that is a tough one. Probably Subnautica. I actually started replaying that the other day, just out of pure boredom, because Subnautica is my second favorite game. I have a weak spot for two types of games: survival games, and well, no, not two types of games, three types of games: survival games, building games, and like either 4X or colony sim. Okay, make it 4 games: survival, building, 4X, and colony sims and stuff like that. All right, anything like that, I'm game, and we are gonna be playing some of those things on streams in the future when I can figure out what my schedule is going to be, and when we have some members and stuff. I think Member Mondays, I've mentioned this a bunch of times before, Member Mondays is going to be a good way of doing some other games and you know, just breaking away from Minecraft a little bit. And it's something that's exclusive for the members, but it doesn't gate anyone from the Minecraft content, which is why most people are here. So I think that would be a fun way of doing it. But I need a few more members to make that worth it. Currently, I only have one YouTube member. Not, again, as usual, not begging anyone to do that right now. It can be good to do something else once in a while. Yes, that is kind of the point, right? So Mondays is usually my off day, but I wouldn't mind having a stream in the evenings where I just chill and play something that I want to play, and members can just watch, right? I'm having fun breaking away from Minecraft, playing something for myself, and you guys can come along for the ride if you remember. All right, so right, we kind of got the axles. I think that there might still be some stuff that we should tweak about this. I'm not 100% happy with it. Something that we could do. Wait. I might have an idea to try and make these things feel like they're attached in the right way. And we're gonna put in a frame for it too. It's not like these things are all gonna be just attached to the chassis, and then that's that. But I think one of the things to make that diagonalness look a little bit better is some levers. I would love to be a member at some point, but I just bought a house with the boyfriend, so we don't have much money at the moment. That is totally understandable. I completely understand what that's like. Don't worry about it. Can you maybe do a vid on how to cyberpunky stuff, like how to cyberpunkificate things? Yeah. That's not a terrible idea. Are you in the Discord, Bob? I can't remember. There's some, like, yeah, I'm not good at remembering things, okay? I'm sorry. But yeah, if you are, drop it somewhere as a suggestion. Tag Amelia. Tag director Amelia and tell her to make a note of it. She's kind of like my secretary. I'm sorry, Amelia. But yeah. Or just drop it in. Just drop it in and tag me. It's fine. I'll remember. I just need to add it to the list of video ideas that I have, or requested videos and all that sort of stuff, right? Now, the next thing that we probably need to do to make to at least get started with this whole thing is we're gonna need. Now, probably this thing is mostly gonna be made out of deep slate, right? So one of the things I think I'm gonna do is grab some of this. Do you ever sketch your builds in advance? Nah, I suck at sketching, which is why I always go onto ArtStation and look for inspiration there. All of these pictures that you guys see me pull up in streams and stuff, almost always, at least like 95% of the time, I get it off of ArtStation. There are some extremely talented artists on there. I mean, it's where like the concept artists for CD Projekt Red and everything go to post their things. It's like an online portfolio site, and it is great. All the best inspiration comes from ArtStation for me. So I'm gonna do that because I kind of want some kind of pattern on those tanks that's on the sides, right? And I think that is gonna cover it for now. So the next thing that we're gonna need to try and do is I'm going to make a little bit of a pattern here for a second. Something like that. Oh, there's that guy with the long name. Async British Government Bailey Alexander Son. I got all the way down to the last name. I can't get that one. Hi there. What's up? I do draw some of my builds before making them personally. Though I'm better at drawing humans, humanoids, buildings, and landscapes are difficult for me. Alright, that's interesting. I would love to see some of your humanoid drawings, your human drawings. That would be really nice to see. I think if we do a shape like that, because at this point, this is where I start to break off from what the reference picture is and try and just do something that actually works in Minecraft, because that is not always an easy task. Right? So I'm gonna need some of these stairs as well. And for now, I'm just gonna be building with a polished deep slate until I decide where I want to texture some things as well, right? I think if we do that, or should we do it more like do that? Like a big scoop up at the front, right? I think that actually works. Lol, I can post one on the Discord if you like. Just let me know where. Showcase. Anything you want to show off, show it off in Showcase, always. You can just call me Bailey or Asynced if you want. Probably call you Async because when I look at your name, I'm gonna always just look at the start of it and be like Async. Okay, but async, not my real name, but name, backrooms type. Okay, more backrooms things, more things I don't really understand. Alright, so if we do that, actually, I wonder. Now I'm just placing things all in the wrong place. It should be more like this. Okay, wait, so like that. Oh yeah, that's better. So it's got the scoopy thing, then it kind of goes up straight at the end there. That's gonna look a little bit better that way. Awesome. I wasn't sure if it was for sharing art or not. It's for anything you want to share. The guy I have drawn isn't Cyberpunk like though, but yeah, again, my Discord's also not about Cyberpunk. It's just about me and my community, right? So yes, there's a strong emphasis for Cyberpunk in the community. That's what everyone finds my channel for. That's what a lot of people like to talk about, especially when they're fresh on the channel. But at the end of the day, this is a community of people who are here to enjoy my content, hopefully me as a person, and just have fun with Cyberpunk, sci-fi, Minecraft in general, art, make some friends. I don't care, anything. Have fun with it. Bro should do backrooms type of Cyberpunk themed. I don't know what, I don't understand the backroom, so I don't know what I would have to do that. Someone can explain it to me, then I might give it a try. Who knows? The backrooms are so popular right now that that it might actually do for a decent video. Let's see if we could do like that. See, now it's starting to get a little bit more tricky. Actually, this is supposed to be like over here almost. Right? I mean, it doesn't look that way, and it isn't really that way. That's because this thing needs to come out a lot more. Not sure how you do moldy drab 80s office building decor in a cyberpunk style. I mean, majority of cyberpunk was like the height of cyberpunk, the boom for cyberpunk was in the 80s, and there was a lot of like 80s drab office building decor in cyberpunk. A lot of the cyberpunk genre was covered in just 80s crappiness, right? The only building in my city that's got an interior is a 7-Eleven. Okay. Is that what, just because you're scared of interiors? Well, scared, but you know what I mean. Like, do they intimidate you? What is it about it? Or have you just not gotten around to it? Is it just not something you care to do? What is the reason? I do build cyberpunk stuff themed in my UK world, but with old style and futuristic designs, with the old buildings from the UK and the old ones. That is a fun cyberpunk style. The mixing in the like some of the older stuff with the new stuff. I enjoy that as well. This needs to come out a little bit more, for sure. If we do it, no. Oh! I know. Give me one of these. Give me one of these, and then we'll just do. No, that's not what I want. Like that, and then maybe like that. Oh, actually, like that. Not quite. Maybe we do just do it like this. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, no, I just want to finish my exteriors first. Alright, that's fair enough, for sure, but I think when you know the back rooms, you'll probably see what I mean. Oh. I mean, I've seen some pictures of the back rooms, I'm just not sure what they are, or how they pertain to any of the stuff that I'm currently doing. I don't really understand the back rooms. I have seen some. Obviously, that's how I know how popular it is because I've seen a fair bit of it online, right? But it is a weird one, right? It is very weird. I don't know, but is there an old 100-year-old car that Johnny has in Cyberpunk? The car that has a Porsche 911. Yeah, that makes sense. I still need to finish Cyberpunk 2077. I've actually not finished it. I'm only like, I think a quarter of the way into it. Never really got around to finishing it. Kind of got busy with all of this sort of stuff again. I'm also build Cyberpunk City. Alright, cool. Everyone here building Cyberpunk cities. Nice. Is it me, but whoever named the Porsche 911 sounds wrong? The 911 that happened in 2000. Yeah, but I mean the Porsche 911 has been around since, was it the 60s? 1960? When? I don't know. IB Pants. When did the Porsche 911 come out? It's old. It's pretty old. Okay, so to do something along that line. Oh, it's taking form, looking good so far. I'm glad you think so. I'm trying to re-chat and figure out what I'm doing with this thing, but I'm not entirely sure. It's basically the centerpiece. Okay, so we're gonna need probably around... Where am I going to put these? And what am I going to put them on? Deep slate. For now, let me just put this. So we're probably going to need to have a strut there. But yeah, I think the 60s is right. Okay, cool. Then they carry on to 2020. What do you mean then they carry on to 2020? Because you said, like Johnny said, he's got a 100-year-old car, right? 2077, so you go 100 years back, that's 1977. But that wasn't the first Porsche 911 either. But to 2077 because the car in Cyberpunk. Yeah, so yeah, the one that he has probably just wasn't like the oldest model of a 911. It was just it was a 911, right? Now what? Maybe I do something. No, I can't do that. Maybe we do something where we frame this with trapdoors a little bit. Now this might be definitely breaking away from what this thing is supposed to look like, but it can help in certain situations. We can have something like that where it actually attaches, but it's just too white, man. Can I just get my grey trapdoors? That would be lovely. Man, imagine having a 100 years old car in a futuristic 2077 and people would think you're rich as them. Just make sure you take real good care of the car you have today and pass it down to like your grandchildren. Then I don't know. Then at least they can experience that. Alright, so there's gonna need to be this is the problem with the center bit here. Because there needs to be a place for that thing, the top thing, the pivot around, right? Also, this thing looks like it has... Oh, I just realized that. It actually has like one of these things. Where is it? The truck hitch, right? Okay, this is not a good example of a truck hitch. But it has a truck hitch on the back. Probably to pull like a mortar or something. I wonder if they're gonna add an old car into the game one day. That's from 2020 because it would be old in 2077. There probably is already cars in 2077 that that are technically cars from now, right? I mean, a lot of those car designs are based off of cars that exist at the moment, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so what we're gonna need... I need something for that to pivot around. Oh, actually. What if we did a hopper? Do a hopper in here? Going straight down, that's good. And then that can be the thing that it pivots on. We'll put something underneath it, makes it look a bit more like it's got some kind of motor, so maybe we do that, and then have those attached to what was I gonna do? I was gonna do walls. Do some of these. Have these attached to the tanks there. Kind of be like a motor. So now the chassis is starting to take a bit of shape. Those pipes there, which attach to them, so we could also maybe do some bars. What's going on? Sorry, lost some things here. 1 second. Weird things going on. Ah, Ryan's back. I'm gonna hop off. See you later. All right, Bob. Acid Bob. What's up, Bob? See you later. Question: if you play GTA 5 before No Trevor car, can you try and design it but in Cyberpunk theme type? I can't remember what Trevor's car looked like. But what I could possibly do, because who was it that said earlier I need to make a it was Asabob that said I should make a video about cyberpunkificating things, right? So if I do that video, that should clear up quite a few things about how to just do anything in Cyberpunk, really. Minecraft could do with some more mechanical looking blocks too, and deco items. Yes, I have a long wish list for Minecraft. At least I'm getting Sakura in base game. Yeah, the Sakura I'm also kind of happy about. It's not something that well, actually, to be fair, Cyberpunk uses a lot of Japanese, as there's plenty of spaces where I'm sure a cherry blossom tree would fit in quite nicely in a Cyberpunk setting, right? Just that unexpected pop of color in like a courtyard in a rich district in the CBD, for example. You just have that one big Sakura in the middle, all of the folding petals and everything, and it would seem so out of place with everything else that's crap around it. But yeah, that would actually be pretty damn cool now that I think about it. Yeah, I like that. All right, one thing, I can't put anything in there. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna replace. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I wanted to replace that one, just so that there's a bit more shapeliness to that. Or do we go more? Yeah, probably do it like that, actually. Give it a bit of a dip. That's nice. Alright. There's a game that is similar to Minecraft, kind of rip-off, but basically it's Survival Craft 2, and you make fun furniture without mods because you need a hammer and click on the build to make it small. Alright. Lancer! It's me, Lance! Alright, welcome to the stream. Alright, we need, what do we need? I think this needs to come out a little bit more. Then maybe even do a little bit more something like that. What if we did that? Ooh. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like this music too. You were talking about Blender before I left. I'm using Blender in my new build video. I'm gonna animate it and render it. Alright, I look forward to seeing that. Remember to share it in the showcase on the Discord. I don't mind a little bit of self-promotion on there, as long as you're actually sharing it because you're interested in sharing it with us. So do that. Alright, I'm gonna go now. I maybe watch some of your tutorials for some things, but next year when I upload, I give you credits for the ideas. Alright, as long as there's credits on your video, I don't mind you using it. As long as there's credits. Don't let me catch you not giving credits. And that goes not just for me, for anyone in the building community. Give credit where credit is due, right? Whenever I build a Captain Jack thing, I always put Captain Jack's name in. Okay. Now, from there, I see this thing is actually a lot. It's not quite like this, is it? It is kind of more attached. I actually kind of like that. I do put them in the comments and channel name and in the description of the video. Yeah, okay. Like I said, I don't mind. Do it. As long as you do it the right way. I have no problem with people using my builds in their videos. I do it far too often to be hypocritical about it. So, go for it. Okay, now, from here on, I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I feel like it should probably come down a little bit. Because, yeah, I've already gone way past what this thing's shape originally was, right? In fact, before we try and attach the back wheels, I kind of want to get this middle part a little bit more fleshed out. Giving credit is such an important thing to do, and it doesn't take long to mention and type it out, and it means a lot to the person who made the original thing. Yes, definitely so. Let's see. We're gonna need... I think the problem I'm having is that I'm going to end up making this thing look too small. So the top thing, the thing that's going over the top, right? So if we go there, like this. That's right, now it's... Yeah. So basically, just to give you guys an idea of what's going on in my head, because I know that sometimes I don't articulate what I'm thinking. Basically, I'm looking at a circle that's this shape, right? With these ones also being a part of the circle. But at the moment, they're turned onto the corners, which means here we're gonna have a little bit of an issue with them floating over the outside, which is too much. So it's probably gonna have to be in the center here, because then you basically have a turning circle like this, right? More or less, which means that nothing is going to go floating out, and what we would need to do is have that be like that, that be like that. Ooh, yeah, I actually like that. I like the shape of that. So we're getting very far away from the original shape of this thing, but that's okay, right? That is okay. Although, now that I look at this is all supposed to be a bit more like this. Which in that case, it's going to end up looking a lot too busy if we do that. So let's go back to this for a second. Do that. Actually, now that I think about it, give me that thing. What if we did this? Kind of looks like it's got a track for these things to turn on. Looks a bit more mechanical. Attaches to the bottom. I actually like that. I like that a lot. Right? Okay. Why a circle and not an oval? Because we're looking at the structure that's going to turn the top part of the tank, right? The actual cannon. And those sorts of things do not turn on ovals, right? So that's what I'm looking at. So it's not an aesthetic thing. I'm trying to make it feel like it would actually, because this is something that comes up a lot in streams with me, and also if any of you have ever watched Enigma, he talks about this sort of thing a lot as well, the halo effect, where our brain will perceive something as being function. Actually, it has more to do with like impressions of people's character and things like that, but the halo effect also translates to we as humans, you know, our brains know more than we think, and when we look at something, we can tell that that thing is not going to work, right? Or like it just, when you build a ship that where the hull is too high, your brain automatically goes, that thing's going to fall over, right? So you instinctively know sometimes that things are just not going to work, and I like trying to incorporate that. Yeah, exactly. It needs to make a little bit of sense. Even in blocky old Minecraft, it kind of still needs to make a little bit of sense, right? So that's what we're trying to go for here. So if you look at the picture, it has those like diagonal, not even 45, more like a 40 or 35 angle struts that is supposed to be turning. Now we can't do those angles, but we're going to take these walls and make it at least look like it's going to turn around this center bracket to make the whole thing turn properly, right? And that's kind of what we were going for there. So that, I think, is a decent job of that for now. Let's just extend this for a second, because I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this back. I do want to put that truck hitch on it. I think that is a pretty cool idea for having on the back of this thing, right? So let's just go for a whole flatbed sort of looking thing here for a second, right? It's not necessarily gonna be like that. In fact, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I was saying that I didn't like how the back wheels kind of looked far too similar to the front ones. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this be there, and then have that be there, and have that be there. Now we have something that's a little bit more slanted. I like this song. Nice. Okay, so we got something a little bit more slanted. Now to try and work in the truck hitch from there. And I think one of the best ways to do that is to go there, there, there. Okay, so maybe not exactly the best way to do it. I think we'll keep those ones straight then. Then we'll go up a step. So now we'll have it like this. And like that. Okay. Now this is looking better. But this still doesn't feel exactly like a truck hitch to me. Until if we do that, now it's starting to feel a little bit more like a truck hitch. Which means that this comes to exactly there, which is nice. Okay, this is starting to look a little bit better, I think. Although that truck hitch does, like, stand out, right? Okay, you know what? I mean, this level is gonna be good for us to... Oh, no, those ones actually need to stay. Okay, so we're gonna try and build the truck hitch on top of this. How are we going to do that, you say? Oh, I don't know. Maybe if we did a little something like this, and then put that in there. Oh, no, that was not what I wanted to do. Yes. Damas. That. That. Actually, if I do that and then do, let's see, this is all far too much of the deep slate, I know, but like the polished deep slate, I will swap out some of these things at some point, texture this thing up a little bit better. But that's kind of a nice truck hitch right there, right? It looks like it could work. Unless I do it a little bit more like this. Yeah, that kind of looks nice. Yeah, the overall shape for this whole thing is coming along quite nicely. It's gonna require still a crap ton of tweaking over time. But let's start working on the bottom, or this top section. Yeah, right? If we did something like that. And then, which way do I want this gun pointing though? This way, probably better. So then from there, grab some steel. Something like that. Maybe we should do that all the sides for now. This is definitely going to require a lot of detailing at the end. And we're definitely going to need to make this thing feel like it's coming down a little bit more. Yeah, probably something like that. Fill in those gaps a little bit more. Otherwise it just kind of feels a bit flimsy, like it's just standing on 4 sticks, right? Hey, Duck Duck Snooze, what's up, dude? Welcome back to the stream. Alright, let's try and figure out this cannon for a second. Yeah, it looked a bit thin. Looks better now. Yeah, it does. Okay. So cannon. That's not gonna work for me. We need something. Let's see. Do this. Cannon coming out a little bit. at the end of it, we can have... I want to put the dispenser, because it's the one that makes sense, but also it still always just looks like a face, right? But I guess that could work. Nah, that's a bit long, right? That's a bit better? Maybe. Especially if we then wrap this in some trapdoors, and at this point we're definitely breaking away from what it looks like because we don't have the right color trapdoors to make a nice gray little thing go around this. You know, something like that. Wrap around. Fudley! Hey, bro! What's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. That's another new name. We are setting records today. I think we also at some point had 15 people watching, and I didn't react to it because I was talking and focusing and just... But yeah, we at one point we had like 15 people watching, which is a bit above average for a stream. So I'm happy about that. And hi Tez, welcome to the stream. You as well. So okay, from there, let's think about that. And yes, for anyone who's new to the stream, this is a lot of just the same old polished deep slate. We will get around to mixing it up a little bit later in the design process. Maybe not even on the stream, I'm not sure, but I'm just working on the shape for this thing right now. You can see the reference picture there in the... I don't know which way I'm pointing because there's a reference picture above my webcam. There's a reference picture in the corner there. Look at that. That's what we're trying to achieve, more or less. Just kind of using it as a reference, not really trying to recreate it, never really trying to recreate things. Kind of what we're going for. That's awesome. You honestly deserve more views. Your videos are so good and very informative. I like delving into these sorts of things. My brain wants to understand the deeper details of certain things. I'm not very good at it always. Sometimes I misunderstand things completely. And sometimes I just forget to look at details. But when I'm very interested and very curious about something, I end up looking into details of things. And it serves me well in this, I don't want to call it a profession because it's not yet. Hopefully one day. Oh no, my water is finished. Oh well. I might have to just quickly run down and get some more water in a little bit. Okay, so how are we gonna do? How are we gonna do? Oh no, I need more water. Yeah, I need more water. So I'm thinking something along the lines of... We'll fill in the interior of that with something. Like again, this is me breaking away from the shape that we had for something different. Wait, I don't need these in here, do I? Not anymore. Okay. So, oops. Oh no, I kind of still do, right? No, actually, probably be better to have these in here. What do they look like from underneath? Yeah, that kind of works. Although something that I would want is for these to be a bit higher then. Okay. And then we're going to take these and make this look a little bit more mechanical. That. Doesn't indent that much, does it? No. Okay. Do something like that. Then from there. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay, that shape is actually not looking terrible. That is not looking too terrible, but, let's grab some of this, round that out a little bit more. That's looking even better. But then what if we also did that? That's looking even better. Okay, and then I think just to ease that up a little bit, do that. Maybe at this point it would be good to actually use the iron trapdoors. Potentially. Yeah, let me switch it up a little bit. Right, this looks more like a heatsink anyway, right? Which is kind of what that's supposed to be. Right, the thing that is around the cannon is, I think it's supposed to be something that helps the thing cool down, or maybe it's just a reinforcement. I don't know. One thing that we could add, maybe here, put there, maybe there. Maybe. What if we did, let's go for this. And that, it looks very, very weird. So let me just, actually, wait. 1 second. This is the time of good buildings. What's up, Basechka? I didn't even realize that was you. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I guess this one would work. I mean, to be honest, we could also do with some of these, some of those. Maybe even a couple of these. Much easier than typing it all out, right? So, wait, which one was it? This one, yeah? We're gonna have a light there. And then... I mean, I'm not sure if I'm done with this yet, but... maybe have some tail lights here and here. Then what's this? That one? No, this one's the caution one. Yeah, so maybe we do some caution there, and maybe we do some caution on these tanks just for clarity's sake, right? So then we do red. Just want to see what it looks like. I mean, they might move, but I can always just pick block them again when I move them. I want some magenta. So we're going to have red here. Glow and behold. Is that really the first one? That can't be right. I think my achievements got reset. Interesting. I mean, I don't really care too much about my achievements on this server at the moment. But I need to find out why it happened, though. That's not good. Okay. That's starting to add a little bit of detail to it. Kind of nice. Can you try building the max tack from 2077? It is one... Well, not the max tack. I'm planning on doing the Militech Manticore for this video, just because the max tack dropship of whatever it is pretty much just a bigger version of the Militech Manticore, and it's made by the same company, so it's kind of the same thing. So I was gonna do the Manticore, and I'm also going to do the Basilisk, the Militech Basilisk hover tank thing. But for this stream, we're kind of just working on this one, because this isn't even going to get done in the stream, right? But the ones that I'm talking about are... this one, right? That's the Basilisk. That's the Basilisk that we were talking about. And then... there's the... come on. Really? All the way at the front. That one. The Militech Manticore AV. Right? So that's the other thing that we're gonna try and do for this upcoming video. I mean, I don't need to... spoiler alert, we're working on a Cyberpunk military tutorial video. That's what we're doing. Right? I'll have to head off, have a great stream, and keep up the awesome work. See ya. Alright, Zappin. Nice of you to hang out and all that. I'll chat to you again sometime, I guess, on the Discord. Have a good day. Right, now, where were we? So we got this. But I'm thinking this one definitely needs to stand out a little bit better, so maybe it is time for us to start texturing things a little bit more, yeah? I think we'll go with the tiles to make this stand out a little bit better. Maybe, but I'm not 100% convinced. In fact, I also think... that looks a little bit better. Alright. Okay, so that's the truck hitch, more or less. We're still not quite... you know what? Some of the things that's missing here. Now that I think about it. Let's grab some of these bad boys. And some of these. And maybe do a little bit of those. Lisa Smith, I'm building a futuristic military base. What do you recommend me building? Well, depending on how long you have to wait, there's this that I'm busy designing military vehicles for a Cyberpunk. You know, it's gonna be a Cyberpunk video. 10 Cyberpunk military ideas, whatever. Right. So we're busy with this one, which is that urban tactical tank that you see there. Let's see, what else do I have that is military based now? I'll show you around a little bit. There's a few new people. So we also have the Militech truck. In fact, the better place to look at this is on the tutorial world download. This one's available on my Ko-fi. You can check the link in the description. They're all available. They're all free. You can pay as you like or just download it for free. Let's see, military-wise, we have the Militech truck. All right, so there's that one. I mean, you could probably go with a spinner, but it's not exactly military. There's also like fighter ships like this one that you can maybe make. But then the other things would be probably, there's this attack helicopter. There's also the medevac helicopter. There's also the drone. That's pretty good. There's this fighter jet that you can use for military stuff. The Airbus, not exactly. And then some of the other things that could work are things like this giant mech suit. Just put some guns on it instead of forklift arms, right? You could do a mech suit like that one. There's also these mech suits over here. So there's like this mech suit. There's these like crabbot sort of attack things that you can do drones. There's a bunch of robot sort of stuff in here that you can do as well. So that's what I have in the selection at the moment. But like I said, we're working on this because we are doing a military cyberpunk video in the near future. Probably won't be this week because I still have time to put some guns on it instead of forklifts. Yeah, exactly. So this is just the first of one, right? I have a list of things that I was considering doing for this video. Let me just pull that up. And maybe you guys can tell me if you can think of anything else that could possibly fit into this idea, right? So we have the tank. We're going to do two tanks. We're going to do the tactical, the urban tank like this one, and then the basilisk, the hover tank. And then there's the personnel carrier, which is the Manticore, the Militech Manticore. Then some combat drones, also kind of like the ones from Cyberpunk 2077, the really big chunky ones. Because most of my drones are always like as small as they could possibly be, but I want to make a nice chunky one for a change that has some guns and stuff on it. Some turrets. The tactical aerial response unit, that's basically the same as the personnel carrier. There's the mech suit, and then there's the command center. And there's actually another map that I could show you now that I think about it, that you can also draw inspiration from. That's also available for download on my Ko-fi. And I think, is it this one? I don't remember. Yeah, it's this one. This is one of Enigma's ships, by the way. Just modified a little bit. But there's this also, my Season 1 random craft base, right? So you got like the what you call it? The air traffic control tower. There's like a big old bunker thing here. I have like a Batmobile there. There's the hangar, right? That has the Militech truck and the Phantom thing in there. There's these guard towers, right? The walls. There's turrets here under the guard towers to protect the shoreline. There's also the big security gate. There's a drone out the front, looking at, looking after the perimeter. And then there's this Coast Guard ship as well, right? So Coast Guard ship, also big cannon on the front of it. And again, the same attack helicopter, basically, with the landing strip here as well. So, I mean, all of those things are options, right? Turned a mech into a cyber skeleton. Yeah, pretty much. Possibly turrets. Yeah, turrets. Turrets are another one that's on the list. I think I mentioned it. And they... Yeah, I'll make like two or three turret designs for that section of the video, right? Anti-aircraft machinery could also be a great addition to a military base. Another idea for a video could be ships or submarines. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Well, I've done one airport, and I have done a port video. I've done vehicles, now I'm doing military stuff that also has vehicles in it. Food stuff had vehicles in it. So yeah, maybe at some point those are all ideas that are worth exploring in the future, I guess. So instead of a military, we do a navy video, right? Could work. Yeah, just do yourself a favor, go over to the description, click on the Ko-fi link, go over there, download all of the worlds. They are available for Java and Bedrock, so don't feel like you're being left out. If you're on Bedrock, you can still get it and have a look at them, and keep them in your back pocket to whenever you need to go and look and think of ideas or find inspiration. It's always nice to just be able to walk around some of these maps or fly around them and see what you can come up with, right? So one of the things that's bothering me right now is the fact that this and this shouldn't be so far apart. But I think one of the easier ways to combat that is just to kind of blast shield this up a little bit more. Yeah, it would still be able to clear like that. And under here, guess we could technically also do this. Then just because it's hard to get in there, back this to forward. So now it doesn't feel so detached, but it would still need... Yeah, no, it's a bit much. A bit much. What if we just did the slabs, right? Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I also like that a bit better. The shape at the front. Could even have that. And then, ooh, yes. What if we had a... Yeah, now I'm just veering completely off of what the reference picture was. That doesn't really stick out like that. But if I do that and then fill it in with one of these. Yes. I do kind of like that. Have to head out briefly, so I may yet be back, but if not, you've done a great job on the tank. Looking forward to the video. I mean, I wouldn't call it a great job just yet, but I think we covered some interesting points, and I'm hoping it was helpful to some people in some regards. I think we need to extend this chassis a little more. Maybe we do something like this. Yeah. See, now it just comes down to maybe plastering a bunch of details on it. But I also still need to go up to where this person is supposed to be standing and put in like a light. Actually, let's try and figure that bit out first, right? I would like to use a white light, but something tells me this one's gonna convey the whole thing a little bit better. Well, to be honest, let's see something here quick. Frog light. Take the yellow frog light. Do that. The wheels of the vehicle are as wide as a skyscraper I made. Really? You're making 2-block skyscrapers? What about sci-fi mining or quarry ideas for a video? I haven't done yet. I actually do have that one on a list. The thing with that is I kind of want to redo Jack's bucket excavator, and that thing is just absolutely insane. It's just as a joke at the end of the video, be like, you know what, all these ideas, and then boom, just show this massive bucket excavator like the one they have in Germany. If you've ever seen the Elysium Fire map, they got a bucket, like one of those gigantic bucket excavators as well. But to get you started, at least, these dump trucks, these massive ones, right? They're good. They're good. Also, like the excavators, the bulldozers, those things are good for mining operations. Same with this one. These are all from the construction video, right? I mean, a lot of these things are actually meant for mining, but we just went go big or go home construction and said no, they don't use these for mining, they use these for construction. So it was partly 3x3. Okay. But yeah, mining video ideas is mining ideas video is on the list. I just work through it as I go. The list tends to grow faster than I tick them off. Hey, so Derpol, what's your favorite cybernetic implant? If you're talking about like Cyberpunk 2077 implants, I genuinely can't even remember what any of them are. I haven't played Cyberpunk in quite a while, and I should probably get back to it, but it is a little difficult to get around to those. For context, the skyscraper is 150 blocks tall. Was it you and me that had this conversation before? As like, that's not a skyscraper, that's just a tower, like a column, basically. I've made pillars that were thicker than that. No offense to you, but I still find that funny. Oh, that does work. Oh, goody gumdrops. Okay, so we could do that. And then... Well, I guess we can do something here. And then we could have... that being able to pivot on that. Although it's meant to be attached to the back. It is meant to be attached to the back. Go big or go home. For sure. Exactly. Exactly like that. Right? Let's see. What if we did... Ooh, we could do that. Yes, I like that. That is good. That is the nice shape. Okay. Then we can have just a carpet on top, maybe? For a bit of a change. A bit of a change. Carpet on top. Okay. So that's kind of the light. Shorted. Right? But then need this to come out. See, this is where we probably done goofed a little bit. Okay. This thing needs to be wider. Yeah, it actually does need like a little bit of a back weight to it, right? Did it like this, rather. Yes. We can even bring that out all of the way. And we could even have it where this is something else. Maybe another, like, ventilation sort of thing? Or something like this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. What if we did it like that, and then did a little bit of something like this. Did a little bit of something like that. Ooh. Oh, that's a nicer shape. Okay. do something like that. Close that off. Have that as well. I mean, at this point I'm wasting observers, but you know what? I don't care. Whatever. I do still feel like this needs to be gone. Yeah, I like that better. Do that. Okay. It was made around the same time as we had this conversation earlier. Alright, I feel like with the increased size of the cannon's body, the barrel's length should also be increased. I mean, it is a bit of a stub nose in the reference picture, and I kind of like that. It could, but I don't think it's necessary. I mean, it's not really that. It's not off way, like off balance or anything. If you look, you got 2 rows there. You got 2 rows there. And then this section here covers that barrel. I think it would still be well balanced. You could definitely, I would say, no more than by 1 more wall. But I like the whole stub nose thing, because you have to also remember that because this is an urban tank, right? For in cities and stuff like that, there's like there's street lamps and all kinds of things that can get in the way. So you want something with a shorter nose that can pivot easier, right? So that's something to bear in mind, I guess. And also, I think just these ones, we could just make them look sideways a little bit. It's those eyes sticking out. I know it doesn't really look like much from that angle, but it irks me. It irks me. I don't want it there. Okay. So then we can have an actual bit of a cockpit here, which I think is probably good to have like this actually. And then from there, that then needs to be not too sure. Not too sure what I want with this. I guess we can go for... Yeah, we really don't have enough differentiating blocks, to be honest. I guess a little bit of this, and then we could again make it look a little bit more reinforced. But this touches the touch, so sure. Do that. What in dog's name music are we listening to right now? This is weird. What is it? Pop track 15. Interesting. Very short. It's weird. So weird. Oh my goodness. Okay. What if we just did something like this, where the cockpit then ends? Yeah, I'm not quite happy with that. Might have to do something more along the lines of this. Maybe bring this one up a little. Doesn't necessarily have to be 2 of those, but something like this. And then... oh, what if we did have some of this, please? I mean, that looks more like a freaking cockpit than some of the other stuff that we had. This looks like someone could squeeze through there to get into the thing, right? This looks more like a cockpit than what we had before. Maybe glass? Maybe. Say like it's bulletproof sort of glass, right? Could do. Let's give that a try. Black glass pane. Yeah. Maybe even bring it all the way out to there. Maybe even bring it all the way out completely, just like this. Just have a glass box. No. There's too much yellow there. So something like this, I guess. Oh, I still liked it where it had that there. Yeah, I mean, that looks kind of cool. That does kind of look cool. All right. We have do tutorials for some of your more complicated builds. Will you do tutorials for some of your more complicated builds? You mean like actual block by block tutorials? You could connect the glass down with walls. You mean down here? You want to put some walls in here? That? Or were you talking about there? Because it's okay if I don't have that. I'm not too bothered by that. Could even just have this. Actually, no. What I could just have is this, and then down here, I have something like that. Just mess with the shape a little bit more. I mean, we could even have it where just see. Anyway, what was I saying? Are you talking about my, like, do you want block by block tutorials of any of my builds? Because that, no, I don't do that. There's just something about block by block tutorials that I do not enjoy doing. I don't like making them. They don't do too particularly well for me. The way I am just doesn't translate well to block by block tutorials. It's not something I found a groove in. It's not something I enjoy doing. It's not something that performs well. So I don't do them. That's why a lot of my tutorials, and I say tutorials, they're not really, they're more like showcase videos, right? They're meant to inspire. They're meant to explain concepts and ideas and give people inspiration and give them an idea of how to come up with their own builds, how to think about building in a different way, how to figure out what it is they want to build and how to build it and what they want from the things that they're building. It's the teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime sort of situation. I prefer it when people actually try and build things themselves off of my ideas so that they can learn how to actually build, right? If that answers your question, I'm not sure. Yeah, there, but since glass connects to walls, you could connect it to the side of the frog light. Yeah, I was still exposed too much yellow. I don't really like that. Or rather the block before the frog light, cause that'd be too much. Yeah, that is what I mean. Yeah, I tried doing it with with the spaceship and the motorhome, they just didn't perform very well, and I've never really gone back to it. I mean, I know they were probably just, you know, they were my first block by block tutorials. I probably could have improved over time and it wouldn't have been a problem, but I don't know, there's just something about them that I just don't enjoy. I don't enjoy the process of making them. Maybe in the future something will change, maybe something will click and make sense to me in my head, but it's not something I particularly enjoy. I like this. I like if people coming into the live stream, watching this and learning from what we're talking about, right? Sharing ideas, going to the Discord, trying to build something off of my ideas and then posting that in the Discord and being like, how could I improve this? And could you give me any tips? Or do you think I did this right? And then us having a discussion, because I'm by no means a master, so it, you know, I'm not the final say in all of this, which is nice to have that community to also back me up in trying to educate people on building in certain ways, right? So it's not just me telling people or trying to help people to learn to build better, but it's the whole community doing it together. We're all helping each other. So I like that part of the whole situation a lot better, right? Yeah, there's still a lot that needs to be done to this thing. Some things that also need to be done, we were doing this earlier and I completely forgot about it, was I wanted some pipes and mechanical stuff here just to make it look a little bit more. Where? How did you go into that hole, you muppet? And so we're gonna have a few things like this, copper pipes. I really wish we had again a grayer variant of this as well, something similar to this. Although, we have chains, right? We could do chains. That could fit in with this build a lot better. Do chains. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That's real nice. Also, probably just have one of those there. Maybe we even have one here. Yeah, now it's just about adding more body to this. It's about adding details wherever you can. Because pretty much the majority of the shape is finished now, right? We have the wheels, we have the chassis, we have the actual cannon bit, and we have the mount up at the top. And we have the truck hitch, which I'm still not sure what they use it for. But, who cares? Who cares? It looks cool, right? So we got the general shape of this thing down. And this, like I said, this video is not going to be coming out this week, because I'll probably get started on doing some more random craft stuff tomorrow, and try and actually get around to building the villager breeder and the zombie conversion chamber that we've already designed a long time ago, but I haven't gotten around to, and maybe even try and finish up the zombie circus soon. And I still have a few small builds that I want to do in the black market, so definitely not this week. I think what I'll do is I'll try and finish up this build at least, and maybe in the next live stream next weekend, which hopefully will be back on schedule for Saturday as per usual, then maybe we can try and do like the manticore or the basilisk or something like that. And once I have done like 2 or 3 live streams on this subject and we got some of the stuff down, I can go behind the scenes and finish up all of the other builds, like the mech suits and the drones and the turrets and things like that. And then I'll probably do the video. There's a lot of other Cyberpunk sort of videos that are in the works. Things like I want to do one for mining, I want to do one for farming, one for like general market sort of stuff. But at the same time, I also don't want to be wasting my time with those videos if I'm working towards the city build that I want to do. That is going to be just one gigantic tutorial series, right? So I'm trying to find the balance between what I should, because I need to keep putting out those tutorial videos if I'm not gonna get around to the city. But if I keep putting out the tutorial videos, then I'm not getting around to the city. So yeah, there's a little bit of a balancing act there. But I think we're gonna call this one here today, folks. It's about 5 minutes short, but you know what? I think we did good. So actually, instead of let's use these last 5 minutes wisely. Let me just see, because I always forget to see if there's anyone that we can redirect to, that we can raid, right? Oh, there's actually well, she's upcoming, but the problem with these is that you can't really see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if I click it, yeah. So when this stream ends in a half an hour from now, then Iondas is gonna go live for, I think, the first live stream on the one-shot SMP, which is like a you know, a live series sort of thing, hardcore. So you guys should definitely go and check that out, and I'm gonna save that. So when I close out this, hopefully you guys will get redirected to that. But yeah, I'm gonna go have some dinner. I think there's pizza waiting for me downstairs, and I'm kind of excited about that. So this was lovely, guys. Thank you so much, all of you, for hanging out. There's been so many new names in chat today that I'm absolutely flabbergasted by how many people showed up. We got like 18 likes already on this. So if you haven't yet liked the live stream, you're still here. So you obviously did like it. So like it. And subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Discord. Do all of the things. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic day and see ya.